I saw something today that really made me lose faith not only in the anime community, but humanity as a whole, and I'm being serious. This is by far one of the dumbest comparisons and dumbest contrasts that I've seen in quite some time, and it really showcases that anime fans will really go on Twitter and say just about anything. And people love to ride that hype train on certain new plot points, transformations, and story elements, and completely ignore or downright forget what built them in the past, what built everything to make it this interesting, to put everything to this point. People out here downright insulting Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super without a care in the world, and just putting any old thing out there, and putting it out there probably for controversy, to get the views, get the clicks, all that stuff. But at the same time, it probably is just because, again, the hype train is real when something new drops, and people just forget what the past is because the past is the past. But I'm here to tell you that I'm not gonna let you forget. I'm here to remind you of where y'all came from. So I saw this tweet from Whitebeard on Twitter, and this tweet is quite simple, but it says a lot. It has a lot of volume to it. It says, "Enough time has passed, One Piece 1044, and it has Luffy in Gear 5 with a more than sign on Super Saiyan Goku. Like, at face value, this basic tweet is saying that One Piece is better than Dragon Ball. In a sense, that's basically what it's saying at face value. But if you look at it just a little bit deeper, it's actually saying two different things. It's saying that this moment of Gear 5 is better than the Super Saiyan moment, and it also is saying that this transformation Luffy has gotten is stronger than Goku. So I'm here to discuss both these points because there's a lot that needs to be said, and I like to keep it straight with you, especially for the fans that don't know what the hell is going on in One Piece and haven't watched or read any of it up to 1044. Recently in One Piece, we find out that Luffy's fruit is actually a mythical Zoan fruit called Hito Hito no Mi Model Nika, meaning that the hidden powers inside Luffy's Devil Fruit is actually from the Sun God Nika, making Gear 5 Sun God Luffy, or basically giving Luffy a god form in the context, in the universe of One Piece. The release of this information, the release of this new transformation, is due to the fact that he is battling, or in the midst of battle, with a huge and terrifying force called KAIDO, one of the strongest, if not the strongest characters in One Piece, probably showcasing that we are at the end game of One Piece after over a decade or more. It's been a long ass time. He initially loses the fight with Kaido only to release Gear 5 and have access to a plethora of new abilities, not only uncontrollable laughter, but he can make and rubberize things he touches. He can also basically activate Toon World on himself. His abilities and the way that he acts, the way that he is very reminiscent of the Mask. He's just a rubber hose character similar to Cuphead. And let's keep it real, the way that he looks is essentially looking like a Super Saiyan or Naruto's later Nine-Tail form. But just like Naruto's later Nine-Tail form, the entire scope of not only this battle, this transformation, and the way that Luffy looks, it all harkens back to Dragon Ball. Specifically this scene in the tweet. The similarities are endless. Luffy is in a dire fight, probably one of the strongest opponents that he's ever faced. He essentially loses only to awaken this new transformation that gives him the edge against an opponent that just seems insurmountably strong. Sound familiar? Even the transformation looks just like Super Saiyan. So just in the way that this transformation comes about, in the entirety of the scene and the manga chapter, and it being a literal inspired recreation of the Super Saiyan transformation in Dragon Ball Z, there's no way that this can top the original. There ain't no way. About every shonen anime that has come after Dragon Ball has gotten entire references and inspiration, new techniques and abilities because they were inspired by Dragon Ball. All of them harken back to it. Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball is the alpha, is the omega, is the progenitor. This is the beginning of shonen anime. So a moment that looks to be almost entirely inspired by a moment from the original, a moment that happened decades before, and in my opinion is better because it's so iconic. It's not going to top the king. It's not going to top the original. Now, focusing on the second aspect, whether this transformation is stronger than Super Saiyan Goku, we haven't seen enough of it, although I think it would be a very interesting fight. But I do think that we cannot downplay how strong and powerful the Super Saiyan transformation is. When at Super Saiyan Goku, Goku could destroy the entire planet, and we have not seen that from Gear 5 yet. So God versus God form in a potential bout, we don't know enough yet, but I don't think that Luffy can top any of the god forms that we've seen in Dragon Ball. So as someone who has watched and read everything Dragon Ball and has only seen one season of One Piece, I think I give this tweet a certified busted.
Subscribe for more content.